let's talk about empowerment. My name is Marla Mervis-Hartmann, and I'm the creator of Love Your Body, Love Yourself, and I am a Reiki master, and I help people to love themselves. Yes. So in this conversation of empowerment and power, we really want to acknowledge that we in our truth, we are powerful, beautiful, amazing beings. We have this inner knowing. We have this sense of connection with ourselves and with others. We have a beautiful set of boundaries, right? Our nervous system is balanced and we feel good and solid within ourselves. And then there are these situations that we can be in that can really challenge that. I don't know about you, but I've had moments where I'm like, wow, I know that I'm an empowered woman. And yet I'm in this relationship or I'm in this situation, and all of a sudden something collapses. And I'm like, who am I? Who is speaking? Who is talking? Why am I so triggered? Right? Have you ever had those moments where you're just like, oh my gosh, like what is going on? That can show up also in addiction, right? You are not feeling empowered. So we're reaching for things, for those addictive things, those addictive substances that are taking us over and really making us feel disempowered. So what can we do about this situation? Well, there are 5 steps that I have found to drop into this deep place of empowerment. One is the nervous system, getting ourselves to a place where we feel safe in our body, where we feel comfortable in our body, where we're able to breathe, where we're able to take a breath, where we're noticing that when stress is arising, we're knowing what to do with it. We have the tools, we have the bandwidth to bring ourselves back to center. When we get ourselves back to center, we can then find our place. We can reconnect to this place of empowerment that lives inside of us. The next step on empowerment is knowing ourselves, knowing the things about yourself that make you tick, knowing the things about you that are upsetting, where you do feel vulnerable, knowing your strengths, leaning into your strengths. When we know ourselves, we're going to know how to show up for ourselves. If you know that you have an issue with a certain type of human being, you're going into a party or a work environment where that type of person is showing up, you knowing yourself is going to allow you to slow that moment down and be like, okay, what do I need to do to prepare myself, to take care of myself, to still be in my truth and not let this personality dictate my strengths, dictate who I am. So we're not collapsing or we're not in defense or whatever that situation is. So by knowing ourselves, we can bring in a deeper level of compassion, and we can then get ourselves and our nervous system to the right place. The third step is appreciation and celebration. So you may think to yourself, what does appreciation and celebration have anything to do with my power? Well, I think it has everything to do with it. When we can slow down and appreciate life, appreciate the moments where things were a struggle, when we can appreciate the moments when we were really in a place of a challenge and we were able to rise above it, or we learn from an opportunity, when we're able to appreciate ourselves and all the good things about ourselves. What's the opposite of appreciation? It's negativity, it's shame, it's guilt, it's putting ourselves down. When we're in that, oh, that like, wow, I do appreciate myself. And we allow ourselves, that's the thing, right? When we allow ourselves to tune into the appreciation. I've had many people come to me and they've had an amazing experience, right? They did something that they're so proud of themselves for, but then they don't really allow themselves to integrate that. They go right over it and they get back to their life. And with my clients, I'm like, no, let's stay right here. Let's look at all the things that you did. Let's look at all the things that you learned. Let's celebrate and make this moment of empowerment big so your whole body receives the information. So it wasn't just an experience that you had, now you're going back into your life, but it was an experience that you can fully appreciate on a deep, deep level. Number 4 is our intuition, is that deep inner knowing. So when we do not feel empowered and we feel disempowered, it can create that, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Is this right? Is this not right? Should I move this way? For me, what happens is when I'm not in that centered place of and I'm feeling disempowered, I have so many ideas come to me and so many ways that I can get myself out of this disempowered feeling that it's way too overwhelming and I can't listen and I can't hear anything. And then I'm moving too fast. So, what I found is to pull back, be aware of where I am, know myself, and then be able to drop in and say, okay, what's present here? What's bothering me? What's upsetting me? How can I move forward? What is the next step? Knowing and being in that inner knowing and being able to listen to truth, not what everyone else is saying. That's the thing. We ask everyone else and we get all this information from everyone else all around us. Not helpful. It's just not helpful. I mean, maybe that trusted person that you know will give you information and then say, like, you do whatever you need to do, though, right? That one that will give you a suggestion rather give you their opinion and expect you to take it, right? So, but it's even in that, it's like slowing down and really listening. This place and this deep inner knowing, opening up our intuition, leads into the 5th step with empowerment, excuse me, which is taking aligned action. They're both kind of together, right? So when we know that what we are doing, even if it is challenging and stressful and uncomfortable, but if we know that we are taking that right step and we know that it's an aligned step with our truth, it's an aligned step with what we're wanting to create, we can feel that empowerment. We can create these boundaries in our life that we need, right? We need to have a set of boundaries around ourselves and to cultivate this place of boundaries so that we can feel ourselves, so we can know ourselves, so we can tap into ourselves, and we can get ourselves, our nervous system, to a place where we feel. And when we do, the sense and the feeling of love is so palpable. And people who are empowered from that true space of sacred empowerment have so much love, have so much space for service and care, right? There's that when you know who you are, people feel comfortable around you. People want to be near you. They want to learn from you. They want to be cared by you. And that can be such a powerful place to be, right? So if this is something that you're feeling like you're longing, if there's a parts of you that are not able to connect to this place of empowerment and are struggling with that, then I want to invite you to my upcoming course. It's a 5-week course. It's called Finding Your Inner Power, a Path to Sacred Empowerment. I'm so excited about teaching this because I feel like it's going to be a deep dive where we're going to dive into each of these steps, each of these pillars of empowerment. And we're going to look at the places inside of you that need support, that need guided. Because through group work, through deep sacred practices, intuition, energy healing, one-on-one support, you're going to be able to tap deeper into your power. And your power is who you are, right? It's your authentic self. That's your power. So that's what we're touching on, your authenticity. So all the information is below. I'd love for you to check it out. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you on your journey to empowerment, your journey to a deeper space of self-love.